Assalamualaikum and good day everyone. My name is Nur Tasnim binti Suhaimi. My metric number is 273583. Today I like to discuss about rule and regulation in column conduct and discipline in Malaysia. This regulation may be cited as the Public Officer Conduct and Discipline Regulation 1993 and come into force on 15 December 1993, or the abbreviation PUA 395 1993 was made under Article 132 of the Federal Constitution, replacing the General Order, Conduct and Discipline of Public Officers throughout the service. This regulation shall apply to an officer throughout his term of service and also to an officer who does not choose to enter the new remuneration system, and shall apply to any necessary and appropriate modifications taking into account the term and condition of this service. Violation of any provision of this regulation will result in an officer being subject to disciplinary action. Issue that I choose is not present on duty. The Ministry of Education has not hesitated to take stern action, including the dismissal of a teacher in Perak who has been reported to have skipped teaching since last January, and there is also one case where a staff in the interiors was fired for not being on duty for 2002 days or 5 months. This is the case in an inland school, and do not know what actually happened to be absent for 2000 working days. For key summaries, keeping poor is the most common disciplinary problem recorded by the Ministry of Education over the past 7 years. Education Minister Dato Sri Masih Khalid, out of 3,450 cases in various categories of offences handled by the ministry, a total of 1,912 cases in column 55.4% absent from duty were recorded since 2010 until October this year. Skipping offences should not be taken lightly, and drastic action will be taken after a detailed investigation is carried out. The impact was lowering the performance of the civil service in terms of effectiveness, efficiency, and fairness, and causes the loss of the main focus in conversation or discussion among the community, who were previously the main customer of the government as well as observers to the shortcomings and success of the civil service. The solution: first, administrators need to have discussion with troubled teachers, namely teachers who often skip. This aims to study and find out why teachers take such action to the point of neglecting their responsibilities and role in school, and administrators need to face and approach these teachers to find out the cause of this problem. Advice and motivation are needed so that things like this will not happen again later. For suggestions to improve: first, increase encouragement in monitoring from administrators. This factor is important in making the job of a teacher as a successful profession. Second, concern administrators who are always concerned about staff problems, more to avoid teachers' problems becoming more serious so as to interfere with their duty at school, and administrators need to take immediate action against teachers who often skip, for fear of the symptom followed by other teachers when it was found that the administrator did not take action against the teacher who committed the offence. In conclusion, disciplinary rules and rationale are important for the development of first-class human capital among civil servants. Third, the effective implementation of discipline. Public officers need to understand, appreciate, and cultivate the code of conduct as a public officer to preserve the image of the public service and the punishment that will be set. Overall, members of the civil service must adhere to the principle, moral discipline, and values that are found in the civil service. The Malaysian civil service is closely linked to drafting activities and implementing regulatory and legal compliance policy. This is one of the important aspects as well as a yardstick in determining the stability of the administrative management of a country. This is important in contributing to the efforts and supporting the government's policy to make the civil service a high potential, effective and fair service in creating an excellent and people-centered public sector. That's all from me. Thank you.